Hello dear friends, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to this very good channel. We have come again with another information that is so crucial to us. Yes, the Nigerian government, they always like using Igbos against themselves. The sole reason they appointed this woman, the woman you are seeing, Bianca Ojukwu'S, the same reason they appointed her foreign affairs minister or something, so that he'll be going from country to country to clamp down on Biafra agitation, because they know we are not fighting for this freedom from within Nigeria. Because if you fight for freedom from Nigeria, they will come and catch you and kill you, because they are killers of Igbos. So now they appointed this woman to be going from one country to the other to go and sign against Biafra freedom. And that's exactly what she has succeeded doing. Many people are reacting. People are saying a lot about what this woman did. Okay? And then there's this one that is so striking. I want you to hear. I'll leave it here so that I'll be right back.
My beloved brother, let me tell you. Today is something that many people do not know. The reason why Bianca Ojukwu'S was appointed. She was not appointed basically on some issues related to the betterment of Nigeria or the issue related to Nigeria affair. Forget the fact that they included whether free international affair or whatsoever minister, foreign affair minister. Do you know the meaning of that foreign affair minister? It to send her and use her against her own blood. Because Nigeria has seen it, the only way to fight Igbo people or to fight the Biafrans is by using the Biafrans against the Biafran. And that is why they use the wife of the late Biafran motivator.
So that you can tell Finland that
they can use her to enter Finland and to convince Finland that even her husband, this is the man, wife who fought the Biafran war. Look at the statement or the character of the wife now. Regarding, people like that will come up on social media and tell lies which their husband has never, told them. So then now look at it. What shall we do to stop this young man? Ever since we have tried to bribe him, ever since we have tried to, figure out things which he refused to adhere, which he refused to comprehend, which he has refused to welcome. So let's do it this way. Let us use his own blood, a fellow Biafrans, to tackle him. You see why they look at who fit the office. Who is the person that suit to the office? And they see no other person that suit the office than Bianca Ojukwu'S. You see why they give Bianca the appointment that they gave to her. Do you understand? And you will agree with me, the very month that they gave Bianca that office was the very month after visiting Finland, that the Finland laity police invited Simon Ekpa. And from there, they hold Simon Ekpa. I don't know whether you get the point now. And they go to Sidious Musa and co. Accuse Simon Ekpa on being the one responsible for the killings that is going on in the southeast. And the question I want to put to Finnish government, regard to what the judgment that they have just recently passed on Simon Ekpa, I want to ask, ever since you people hold Simon Ekpa, does killing stop in the southeast? Does killing stop in the whole federation called Nigeria? Even as we speak now, Castena is in Siage. As we speak now, Sokoto is in Siage. Jigawa is calling on Easterners for help. As we speak now, my beloved brother, in Kwara State, they have given an instruction for a whole village, Yorubas, that are in Kwara State to evacuate. Is that one Simon Ekpa again? Whereby they are giving somebody who owns a land a quick notice in his ancestral land Is it not beyond terrorism?
Why they too much focus on the Southeast?
Why the focus on Southeast is something that I want to tell you. The Southeast, they say, have been a stronghold while they are shouting one Nigeria. Are you hearing me? The one Nigeria they are still talking about today is because of the Southeast. The resistance of the Southeast region against the Finlandization of this country, against Islamization of this country. That is why they still have mouth to say one Nigeria. The resources which they are still making in the Southeast, that is why they are still recognizing one Nigeria. Remember, the Northern elite last year said it clearly and boldly that if not for the Igbos, that they would have no, when we were debating and talking about Obi won election and it was not given to him. One Northern elder said that the Igbos should start accepting Islam if they want to rule Nigeria. El-Rufai is another living person who made similar statements. And they said, end up certainly that until we accept Islam, that why Yorubas rule is because Yorubas are Islamic nation people. Whether you get it. He said, the allies said, if not for the Igbos, they would have succeeded in their dream, achieving their goal. And if you take a look at that statement, you agree with me that in the middle belt now, Fulani has taken over middle belt. They have conquered middle belt. Even to the point that Benue governor is under the influence and control of Fulani. You understand? So the Benuans doesn't have anything to do, achieve, even in their own land. They are surrendered. And that was why over 200 of Benuans was killed and roasted in a day within under 24 hours. And up to date, Nigerian government didn't do anything. To date. Even when Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president, visited Benue, he left. The very day he left, over 50 was killed. And Sidia Musa did not send marching order. He did not send 21 armored tanker. He did not send any armored in Benue. What about Katsina? Are you hearing me? Do you know, as we speak now, ADC, African Democratic Congress, one of the parties which Atiku and Co are colliding, forming together to use against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Do you know that they are calling Bola Ahmed Tinubu today to come and declare state of emergency in the north? He refused to do that to date.
State of emergency.
Yes, to declare state of emergency. In Katsina, Bola Ahmed Tinubu refused to do that because he knew that he's not going to gain anything if he do that. That was why in one of my interviews, I told them that what has been happening or what happened in Kaduna, Lagos and every other place in a part of Nigeria is not to compare only the just little, misunderstanding between Wike and Fubara. He declared state of emergency because of the oil. East has been always the place to use for one Nigeria. Soak it. Sultan of Sokoto, 23 oil well in Niger Delta. Asari Dokubo, the foolish old man, did not have any porter or any quarter of gold in the north. And he's there dancing and clapping for Fulani. And the Fulani, one person, old 23 oil block. What a shame in your father's land. Now Bianca is celebrating. Now Nigeria is rejoicing. Because to them, they have achieved their goal. But they don't know that that movement, that what is on the ground, what has played now, is a very big and a huge plus to Biafra. To Biafran race. And to as well, those DOS and those, the Biafrans and Nigerians that never believe in Simon Ekpa, who call Simon Ekpa a fraud, who called him all sorts of names, now they will agree with us that believed in him, with Simon Ekpa himself, that of a truth genuinely that Simon Ekpa is fighting a genuine cause. Because the judgment passed on by the Finnish government have made it openly to the world that Simon Ekpa is actually fighting for agitating for freedom of Biafra.
How come?
Yes.
So why did I sentence him to 6 years?
It's part of the struggle. Name a freedom fighter that did not engage himself or being accused of terrorism.
But they didn't call it a freedom. They didn't say it was freedom fighting. They
said, how did they charge? What did they charge?
Terrorist. Yes, for terrorism.
What did they charge him?
Terrorism.
They charged him for terrorism. Where?
Terrorism.
Southeast.
Yes.
They say southeast of, southeast of Nigeria. He said he buy a gun. And did you see gun in his hand? Have you ever seen
it for them?
I want to ask you a question. Since 2007 that Simon Ekpa traveled to overseas as an athlete, have you ever seen him in Nigeria? I'm asking. You ever see him in Nigeria? And how did you, which means did he use to export or to transport the arms down to Nigeria? If you know the means which he uses to transfer the arms down to Nigeria, why didn't you stop it? Why didn't you arrest those people? Why is it that Tuji Bello is still working freely? Is it not? Are they not the one transporting arms? How did the Tuji Bello get arms? I'm asking now. How did he get arms? He got his arms through the process of their terrorism, kidnapping, raping, and otherwise. And you say Simon Ekpa. Okay, let's agree that Simon Ekpa committed such. On what purpose? Are you hearing me? 2, is he the first person to have done that? Or is he going to be the last? Because other nations will still rise up one day and fight for their freedom. In Sudan, it happened. South Africa, it happened. America today go through that to get their independence, including Finland, Finnish government. How did the Ukraine get their own independence? No, let us, anything that regard to Igbo's people always take it differently in a different angle. Now, ever since the Finnish government to hold Simon Ekpa, has killing and kidnapping and raping stopped up to this very moment? Even as we speak now. Has it stopped? I am throwing it as a question. Somebody should, answer me. The capital answer of it is no. It has not stopped. It has not stopped. Rather, it increases. That is to tell you that Finnish government have made a very huge mistake regard to the case of Simon Ekpa by giving him 6 years jail. And I love it because they have now pushed Simon Ekpa into the corridor of what? Of procedures of freedom as one of the freedom fighters, which Nigeria was denying him of, which DOS was denying him of. Now, the Finnish law have included him as one of the freedom fighters, of which we, the Biafrans, are going to appeal for it within 7 days from that day. So, by the special grace of God, from now till next week, you will hear it in the court. We are going to appeal because under the cessation of the UN Charter, according to UN Charter in freedom fighters, Simon Ekpa has not committed offense. I will tell you this. Go and check their charter, section 1 and 55. It qualifies Simon Ekpa to do what he did to gain freedom. So he has not acted outside the law of the UN Charter. So he still remained under the corridor of UN Charter. Hello? Are you getting it now? So I am putting many people through over what they did not know. So what has happened now? Give us more legal rights legal recognition regard to Simon Ekpa. And if at the end of the day he has to, face the law according to the judge conclusion, that 3 years already serve 9 months. So if at the end of the day you will agree with me that he will not spend more than, let's say, 2 years, then and by the time he does that and comes out, he will be a free man, isn't it? And when he becomes a free man, does he stop the struggle? No. That means you are giving him a legal right to pursue the goal without anybody interference again. So you see why I say it is a huge plus to Biafrans and for the agitation. That is something that because Nigeria didn't know the law, and that is why they push and they spend hard-earned money, reserve money, and the resources, oil, to do what? To make sure that they buy Finnish gold. Finland is a small country, and this resulted to one of the greatest mistake Nigeria ever made again regard to this struggle. They made the same mistake, illegal rendition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Because Kenya is a small country, of which at the end of the day, Kenyans are regretting it today. Which Finnish government will regret their own later. Yes. As we speak now, do you know that money which Nigeria pulled out to bribe a Finnish government has affected Nigeria economy, that they could not be able to pay the embassies, I repeat, embassies in Nigeria, to pay their fees. All the embassies, I said embassies. That is more than one. Multiple, plenty of them. More than one. The embassies Nigeria could not pay now is affecting Nigeria because of one person. You understand? But if not for the fact that Nigeria is a terrorist nation, I see no reason why they should be hunting for Simon Ekpa. I see no reason why they should be disturbing somebody like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Tuji Bello, people like Tuji Bello. Hence, men, kidnappers are working freely in the country. You see why Canada said APC government is a terrorist government. PDP government is a terrorist government. They are all terrorist political parties. Because the same set of politicians that are in this political parties are the ones sponsoring the insecurity in Nigeria. They are the one in power, which they have every right to use their position to do what? To stop the insecurity. Rather, they are the one promoting it. Yes. The Erufai that is talking, Sheyi Gumi, Erufai was once governor of Kaduna State for 8 years. True of us. Remember that Erufai sponsored, he collabed with the late Muhammadu Buhari in 2016 to bring in this thing that we are suffering today. Remember, it was in Buhari tenure that the Fulanis had a conference in Abuja for like 1 week, or 3 months. 3 months. Declaring it and making it obviously that this country called Nigeria belongs to them, that it is their own God-given state. Yes. So all the atrocities that they have been doing, they did not see it as anything. But since Simon Ekpa, Igbophobia, it becomes a problem. Under Tinubu government, a South-South, that was out. Tinubu too, and his clue, joined the Fulanis against a fellow Southern government. I mean Jonathan time. The same Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Are you hearing me? The same Bola Ahmed Tinubu sponsored Ojota to remove Jonathan and to bring these people. You see why Tinubu kept silent over the killings that have been going on in Nigeria. Under his watch, under his nose. He couldn't do anything. See, the
Fulani must know that Nigeria does not belong to them. Enough of all this shenanigans. How can a particular tribe be acting as if the Nigerian space and the Nigerian system belongs to them? We must cut off this menace and this shenanigan.
All right, thank you, my brother. You have done noble to this. Have you all seen that we know what they are doing? The games they are playing, we are ahead of the game. That shows that Biafrans are so smart and very, very wise. So, in this guise of wisdom that we have, we need to use it for ourselves. We need to use it to pull up and not pull down. Because if we want to pull down, we'll pull real down. And if we want to pull up, we'll pull real up. And that is how it is. Thank you very much for your time on this very good channel. God bless you all.